Hi, this is John Whitman from Alliance Culver City. How are you? I wanted to give you a little instructional video on how to put on hand wraps. So hand wraps are important items for your training, whether you're doing strike fit or Krav Maga or really any other striking art. Hand wraps do a couple things for us. First of all, in terms of our own hand, they protect it from damage. The main reason you want to wear hand wraps is it supports your wrist and your thumb a little bit. The other reason, depending on how you wrap your hands, is that it can protect your knuckles a little bit. The gloves actually do more to protect your knuckles, right? But the wraps can help a little bit. The other reason for wearing hand wraps is they absorb sweat, which means that your gloves will last longer. Now, the outside of your gloves will last a long time. They're built to take impact, they're sturdy, but the lining inside your gloves can wear out over time. And if you sweat inside them a lot, then they wear out faster. The wraps will absorb a lot of that sweat, and so your gloves have a longer lifespan. So there are some reasons for wearing gloves, for wearing wraps. And what I want to do today is give you a basic idea of how to wrap your hands. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do it. Some focus more on the knuckles, some don't. I'm going to give you what I would consider a standard way to wrap your hands, and also an easy way that you can learn if you're a beginner. So when you get wraps, you're going to get 2 of them in a package, and they're going to be wrapped up, they're going to be rolled up like this. What you want to do is unstrap the Velcro, and you want to get to the end that's actually on the inside. So I'm just going to unwrap this, unroll it all the way, until I get to the loop at the other end. That's what I'm after. You also notice that there's usually writing that says this side down. Just follow that instruction. I'm going to turn away now so you can see more of my hand, and I'm going to give you a basic idea of how to wrap your hands. I want you to think of this: 3 at the wrist, 3 at the palm, 3 around the fingers. What's 1 for each slot in the main fingers, and then 1 on the thumb. So it's 3, 3, 3, thumb, and then we're going to make X's. So 3, 3, 3, thumb, make X's, and that's it. Here's how it's going to work. So I'm going to loop my thumb with that loop, and what I'm going to do is pull it across the back of my hand. The reason I don't want to take it on the front is when I loop it this way and cross my palm, when I close my thumb, it pulls on that loop, so it loosens it up. So I want to loop around the back of my hand first. That's what I've done. Now, once I've done that, I start with my 3s. 3 around the wrist. 1, 2, 3. Then I do 3 around, I'm going to make a little diagonal, then I'm going to do 3 times around my palm, or the back of my hand if you want to think of it that way. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go back down. Now, you might want to add 1 more around your wrist if you want to. I'm going to skip that for right now just to be consistent with my 3-3 policy. Now, I'm going to do 3 more, but each one of these is going to go between 2 fingers. So my first is going to go between my pinky and my ring finger. Then I'm going to go back down. Then I'm going to do my second of this set of 3 between my ring finger and my middle finger, and then back down. These are all crossing back down on the thumb side. And the third one is between my middle finger and my index finger, or pointer finger, and then back down. Now, I usually take 1 more time around the wrist here, but that's just me. Now, I'm going to do my thumb. So I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to wrap my thumb. And here's the important part. I came up between the pointer finger and the thumb, and when I do that, I then want to wrap around my thumb and go across. Because what I want this to do is pull the thumb in. So watch what I did. Go back. I came up between my index finger and my thumb, but then I wrapped the base of my thumb immediately and went across. And when I pull that tight, now it pulls my thumb in to help me make this tighter fist. So I've just done 3 around the wrist, 3 around the palm, 1, 2, 3 between the fingers. Then I did once around the thumb. And now I'm pretty much done, but I want to make some X's to secure it. So what I'm going to do is now make an X. So look, I'm going up and across on a diagonal, and then across my palm, and then down the other way. So this went down from this wrist, diagonally across, around the palm, and down. And I do that a couple times. And if you want to stick with the theme of 3, you can do 3 X's. At this point, I'm pretty much done with what I want out of the wrap. And if I have a large hand, I may be close to being out of wrap. If I have a small hand, I might have some extra. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping. And if I worry about wrist support, I might make them all go down on my wrist. I could do more X's. But at this point, I'm really just trying to secure everything so it's nice and tight. And I will end up at the wrist and be done. This is a basic way to wrap your hand. You're gonna find this to be very secure. It'll allow you to make a fist. It'll support your wrist. It'll give your thumb a little support. And it does something to protect your knuckles. Enjoy.